The next word is carve. Carve means to cut or shape something from a material, usually with a sharp tool. He carved a beautiful sculpture out of wood. This means he shaped the wood into a detailed figure using a tool. They carved their initials into the tree. This means they cut their initials into the bark of the tree. The artist carved intricate designs into the stone wall. This means the artist cut detailed patterns into the stone using special tools. The next word is cling. Cling means to hold tightly to something or stay very close to something. The wet clothes clung to her skin after the rain. This means the clothes stuck closely to her body because they were soaked. The child clung to her mother during the storm. This means the child held onto her mother tightly because of fear or comfort. The soap clung to the surface of the dish. This means the soap stayed stuck to the dish because of its texture. The next word is coincide. Coincide means to happen at the same time or to agree with something exactly. The meeting will coincide with the launch of the new product. This means the meeting will take place at the same time as the product launch. The results of the survey coincide with our expectations. This means the survey results match or agree with what we expected. Their birthdays coincide, so they always celebrate together. This means their birthdays are on the same day, and they celebrate them at the same time. The next word is commemorate. Commemorate means to honor or remember an event, person, or thing, especially with a ceremony. The city built a monument to commemorate the soldiers who died in the war. This means the city created a statue to remember the soldiers who lost their lives. They held a ceremony to commemorate the anniversary of the founding of the company. This means they had a special event to remember the company's founding. The festival commemorates the historical victory of the people. This means the festival is held to honor the victory and remember its importance. The next word is commence. Commence means to begin or start something. The ceremony will commence at 10 a.m. sharp. This means the ceremony will begin exactly at 10 in the morning. She will commence her new job next Monday. This means she will begin working at her new job on Monday. The construction of the building will commence soon. This means the building project will start in the near future. The next word is conceal. Conceal means to hide something or keep it secret. He tried to conceal the gift in his bag. This means he attempted to hide the present inside his bag. The thief concealed the stolen goods under his coat. This means the thief hid the stolen items beneath his coat to keep them out of sight. She concealed her emotions during the meeting. This means she kept her feelings hidden and did not show them to others. The next word is concede. Concede means to admit or accept something, often unwillingly. He conceded that his team had played poorly in the match. This means he admitted that his team did not perform well during the game. After a long argument, she conceded that he was right. This means she admitted that his point was correct after discussing it for a while. The company conceded defeat in the negotiation and accepted the terms. This means the company accepted that they couldn't win the negotiation and agreed to the other party's conditions. The next word is conceive. Conceive means to form an idea, plan, or concept in the mind, or to become pregnant. She conceived a plan to improve the company's sales. This means she came up with an idea to help increase the sales of the company. They conceived a child after several years of trying. This means they became pregnant after attempting for a long time. He could not conceive of a world without technology. This means he could not imagine or think of a world where technology did not exist. The next word is condemn. Condemn means to strongly disapprove of something or to declare it wrong or evil. The judge condemned the criminal to life imprisonment. This means the judge gave the criminal a life sentence because of their crime. Many people condemned the company's actions as unethical. This means many people criticized the company for behaving in a way that was morally wrong. She condemned the use of violence in any situation. This means she strongly disapproved of using violence in any case. The next word is confine. Confine means to keep something or someone within certain limits or in a particular area. The prisoner was confined to his cell for 23 hours a day. This means the prisoner was kept in his cell almost all the time. The illness confined her to bed for several weeks. This means her sickness kept her lying in bed without being able to move. The animals were confined to the zoo's designated enclosures. This means the animals were kept in specific areas or cages within the zoo. The next word is confront. Confront means to face or deal with something or someone, especially a difficult situation. She had to confront her fears before giving the presentation. This means she had to face her anxiety and overcome it before speaking in front of others. The teacher confronted the student about the cheating incident. This means the teacher faced the student and discussed their dishonest behavior. He decided to confront his boss about the unfair treatment. This means he chose to face his boss and address how he felt about being treated unfairly. The next word is constrain. Constrain means to limit or restrict something or someone. The tight budget constrained the company's ability to hire new employees. This means the company's limited financial resources restricted their ability to employ more people. Her schedule was constrained by many other commitments. This means her time was limited because of other responsibilities she had. The law constrains people from breaking traffic rules. This means the law limits or restricts people's actions to prevent them from disobeying traffic rules. The next word is contemplate. Contemplate means to think about something deeply or carefully. He spent hours contemplating his future career. This means he thought carefully and seriously about what job he wanted to pursue. She paused to contemplate the decision before making it. This means she stopped to think deeply about the choice before deciding. They were contemplating a trip to Europe next summer. This means they were considering and thinking about going to Europe in the future. The next word is convict. Convict means to declare someone guilty of a crime or to a person who has been found guilty. The jury convicted him of robbery after the trial. This means the jury declared that he committed robbery after considering the evidence. She was convicted of fraud and sentenced to 5 years in prison. This means she was found guilty of fraud and received a prison sentence. The judge convicted the defendant of murder. This means the judge officially declared that the person was guilty of murder. The next word is crave. Crave means to have a strong desire or longing for something. She craved chocolate after a long day of work. This means she had a strong desire to eat chocolate after working hard all day. He craves attention and likes to be the center of the room. This means he strongly desires to be noticed and admired by others. During the pregnancy, she craved unusual foods like pickles and ice cream. This means she had an intense desire for strange food combinations during her pregnancy. The next word is crumble. Crumble means to break into small pieces or fall apart. The old building started to crumble after years of neglect. This means the building began to break down and fall apart because it had not been cared for. The cookie crumbled in my hands when I tried to eat it. This means the cookie broke into small pieces when I touched it. The walls of the castle began to crumble after the earthquake. This means the walls started breaking down or falling apart due to the earthquake. The next word is curb. Curb means to control or limit something. The government is trying to curb inflation by raising interest rates. This means the government is trying to control inflation by increasing interest rates. He curbed his eating habits to lose weight. This means he limited or controlled what he ate in order to lose weight. New laws were introduced to curb speeding on highways. This means new laws were put in place to control or reduce speeding on highways. The next word is dazzle. Dazzle means to impress or amaze someone with great skill or beauty. The performer dazzled the audience with her incredible singing. This means the performer amazed the audience with her exceptional voice. The fireworks display dazzled everyone at the festival. This means the fireworks impressed or amazed everyone with their beauty. The bright lights of the city dazzled me as I arrived at night. This means the city lights were so bright and beautiful that they overwhelmed me. The next word is deduce. Deduce means to reach a conclusion based on evidence or reasoning. From the evidence, the detective deduced that the suspect was guilty. This means the detective figured out the suspect's guilt by analyzing the clues. By the way she acted, I deduced that she was upset. This means I concluded that she was upset based on her behavior. He deduced that the problem was caused by a faulty wire. This means he figured out the cause of the problem was a broken wire after thinking it through. The next word is deem. Deem means to consider or think of something in a particular way. The company deemed the project a success after the positive results. This means the company considered the project successful after seeing good results. He was deemed the best candidate for the job because of his experience. This means he was considered the best fit for the job due to his qualifications. The judge deemed the defendant guilty of all charges. This means the judge considered the defendant to be guilty of all the accusations. The next word is defy. Defy means to refuse to obey or resist something or someone. She defied the teacher's instructions and went out during class. This means she disobeyed the teacher's order and left the class. The athlete defied the odds and won the race despite being injured. This means the athlete overcame the difficulties and won the race even though he was hurt. They defied the rules by organizing a protest in the city center. This means they broke the rules by holding a protest in an area where it was not allowed. The next word is depict. Depict means to describe or show something in a picture, story, or other form of art. The artist depicted a beautiful sunset on the canvas. This means the artist painted a picture of a beautiful sunset. The book depicts the struggles of a young woman trying to survive in the city. This means the book describes the challenges faced by a young woman living in the city. The movie depicted the historical events of World War II. This means the movie showed or described the events that happened during World War II. The next word is devise. Devise means to come up with a plan, idea, or method. He devised a clever way to solve the puzzle. This means he created a smart solution for the puzzle. The team devised a strategy to improve the company's sales. This means the team created a plan to help the company increase its sales. She devised a new recipe for a delicious chocolate cake. This means she created a new idea or method for making a tasty cake. The next word is diagnose. Diagnose means to identify a problem or illness based on signs or symptoms. The doctor diagnosed him with a cold after checking his symptoms. This means the doctor figured out that he had a cold based on the signs he showed. She was diagnosed with anxiety after visiting a psychologist. This means a psychologist determined that she had anxiety after examining her. The mechanic diagnosed the issue with the car's engine. This means the mechanic figured out the problem with the engine. The next word is dice. Dice are small cubes used in games, usually with numbers on their sides. He rolled the dice to decide which move to make in the game. This means he threw the dice to choose his next action in the game. The children used dice to play their board game. This means the children used the small cubes with numbers to play their game. She rolled the dice and got a 6, which helped her win the game. This means she threw the dice and got the number 6, which allowed her to win. The next word is dim. Dim means to make something less bright or to be faint in light. He dimmed the lights in the room for a more relaxed atmosphere. This means he made the lights less bright to create a calm setting. The room became dim as the sun set. This means the light in the room became less bright because the sun went down. The streetlights were dim, making it hard to see. This means the streetlights were not very bright, making visibility poor. The next word is disclose. Disclose means to reveal or make something known. She disclosed the information about the upcoming event to the team. This means she revealed the details about the event to everyone. The company decided to disclose their financial report to the public. This means the company chose to make their financial details available to everyone. He was forced to disclose his plans after being asked repeatedly. This means he had to reveal his plans after people kept asking him. The next word is disqualify. Disqualify means to officially stop someone from participating in a competition or event because they broke the rules. The runner was disqualified from the race for cheating. This means the runner was not allowed to continue in the race because they broke the rules. She was disqualified from the competition for not following the guidelines. This means she was removed from the competition because she didn't follow the rules. The referee disqualified the player for a dangerous foul. This means the referee stopped the player from continuing the game because they made a serious mistake. The next word is divert. Divert means to change the direction of something or to cause someone's attention to move to something else. The driver diverted the car to avoid the traffic jam. This means the driver changed the car's direction to avoid the traffic. She tried to divert his attention by asking him a question. This means she made an effort to make him focus on something else. The river was diverted to prevent flooding in the area. This means the flow of the river was changed to avoid flooding. The next word is dread. Dread means to feel great fear or anxiety about something that may happen. She dreads going to the dentist because of the pain. This means she feels very afraid of going to the dentist due to the potential pain. He dreads speaking in public, even though he's good at it. This means he feels nervous or fearful about speaking in front of people, even though he can do it well. They dread the upcoming exam because it's very difficult. This means they are very worried and scared about the tough exam ahead. The next word is drift. Drift means to move slowly or gradually without a clear direction. The boat drifted down the river with the current. This means the boat moved slowly along the river because of the flowing water. He let his thoughts drift while looking out the window. This means he allowed his mind to wander while staring out the window. The snowflakes drifted gently to the ground. This means the snowflakes fell softly and slowly to the ground. The next word is elapse. Elapse means for time to pass or go by. An hour had elapsed before the meeting started. This means an hour passed before the meeting began. The time elapses quickly when you're having fun. This means time seems to pass faster when you are enjoying yourself. Several months had elapsed since their last conversation. This means a few months passed since they last spoke to each other. The next word is embarrass. Embarrass means to make someone feel uncomfortable, awkward, or ashamed. She embarrassed herself by tripping in front of everyone. This means she made herself feel ashamed by falling in front of others. He didn't want to embarrass his friend by asking personal questions. This means he didn't want to make his friend feel uncomfortable by asking about their private life. The teacher accidentally embarrassed the student by pointing out their mistake. This means the teacher made the student feel awkward by highlighting their error. The next word is embody. Means to represent or express something clearly in a physical form. The statue embodies the spirit of freedom. This means the statue clearly represents the idea of freedom. She embodies the values of honesty and kindness in her actions. This means she clearly shows through her behavior the values of being honest and kind. The actor's performance embodies the character's emotions perfectly. This means the actor expresses the emotions of the character in a very clear and effective way. The next word is emit. Emit means to send out or give off something, such as light, heat, or sound. The lamp emitted a soft light, making the room cozy. This means the lamp gave off a soft light that made the room feel comfortable. The car's engine emits a loud noise when it starts. This means the car's engine produces a loud sound when it begins running. The factory emits smoke into the air as part of its production process. This means the factory releases smoke into the atmosphere during its operations. The next word is endorse. Endorse means to publicly approve or support something or someone. The celebrity endorsed the new brand of sneakers in a commercial. This means the celebrity publicly supported and promoted the brand of sneakers. The teacher endorsed the student's idea during the meeting. This means the teacher approved and supported the student's idea. The company endorsed the charity event by donating money. This means the company supported the charity event by giving money. The next word is equate. Equate means to consider or treat something as equal or the same. Some people equate success with wealth. This means some people think success and wealth are the same thing. She didn't equate happiness with material possessions. This means she didn't believe that having things or money makes someone happy. He equates hard work with achieving personal goals. This means he believes that working hard leads to reaching personal goals. The next word is eradicate. Eradicate means to completely destroy or eliminate something. The organization is working to eradicate poverty in the community. This means the organization is trying to completely eliminate poverty in the community. They used medicine to eradicate the disease. This means they used medicine to completely remove the disease. The new laws aim to eradicate corruption in the government. This means the new laws are designed to completely eliminate corruption. The next word is erode. Erode means to gradually wear away or destroy something over time. The constant rain eroded the mountain's surface. This means the rain slowly wore down the mountain's surface. The strong winds eroded the sand dunes along the beach. This means the winds gradually wore away the sand dunes. Years of poor management eroded the company's profits. This means the company's profits were slowly reduced or destroyed due to poor management. The next word is erupt. Erupt means to explode or burst out suddenly, often with force. The volcano erupted, sending ash into the sky. This means the volcano exploded, releasing ash into the air. The crowd erupted into applause when the winner was announced. This means the crowd suddenly started clapping and cheering loudly. The argument erupted into a heated debate. This means the argument suddenly became a very intense debate. The next word is excel. Excel means to do something very well or to be better than others in a particular area. She excels in mathematics and always gets the highest grades. This means she is very good at math and usually scores the best grades. He excelled in his career as a lawyer. This means he was very successful and performed well in his job as a lawyer. The athlete excelled in the 100-meter sprint, breaking the record. This means the athlete performed exceptionally well in the 100-meter race, beating the previous record. The next word is exclaim. Exclaim means to say something loudly or with strong emotion. She exclaimed in surprise when she saw the gift. This means she said something loudly because she was surprised to see the gift. He exclaimed, "I can't believe it," when he heard the news. This means he said loudly, expressing his disbelief about the news. The children exclaimed with joy when they saw the puppies. This means the children shouted happily when they saw the puppies. The next word is execute. Execute means to carry out or perform a plan, action, or task. The chef executed the recipe perfectly, creating a delicious dish. This means the chef followed the recipe very well and made a tasty dish. The company executed its marketing plan successfully. This means the company carried out its marketing plan and achieved success. The criminal was executed after the trial. This means the criminal was put to death as a legal punishment after the trial. The next word is exemplify. Exemplify means to be a typical example of something or to illustrate something clearly. His behavior exemplifies the values of honesty and kindness. This means his actions are a clear example of honesty and kindness. The teacher used the story to exemplify the theme of friendship. This means the teacher used the story to show clearly the idea of friendship. The scientist's research exemplifies the importance of patience in science. This means the scientist's research is a clear example of how patience is important in science. The next word is expire. Expire means to come to an end or reach a point where something is no longer valid. The contract will expire next month, so we need to renew it. This means the contract will end next month and we have to renew it. The milk expired yesterday, so we need to throw it away. This means the milk went bad yesterday and it is no longer good to use. The passport will expire in 2 years, and I need to renew it before then. This means the passport will no longer be valid in 2 years and I must renew it. The next word is flatten. Flatten means to make something flat or level by pressing it down. The workers flattened the ground before starting the construction. This means the workers made the ground level by pressing it down before they began building. He flattened the cardboard to fit it into the recycling bin. This means he pressed the cardboard down to make it flat so it could fit in the bin. The strong winds flattened the trees in the forest. This means the strong winds pushed the trees down, making them flat or lying down. The next word is flourish. Flourish means to grow or develop in a healthy, vigorous way. The plants flourished in the rich soil and warm climate. This means the plants grew very well in the fertile soil and warm weather. She flourished in her new job, quickly gaining recognition. This means she did very well in her new job and received praise or attention. The business flourished after they launched a new product. This means the business grew and became successful after introducing the new product. The next word is fluctuate. Fluctuate means to change or vary in an unpredictable way. The stock prices fluctuated throughout the day, rising and falling. This means the stock prices changed in an unpredictable way during the day. The temperature fluctuated between 20 degrees Celsius and 30 degrees Celsius all week. This means the temperature changed back and forth between 20 Celsius and 30 degrees over the course of the week. His mood fluctuates depending on the situation. This means his mood changes in an unpredictable way depending on what is happening. The next word is formulate. Formulate means to create or develop something, especially a plan or idea. The team formulated a new strategy to improve sales. This means the team created a new plan to increase sales. She formulated a clear argument to present in the debate. This means she developed a well-organized and convincing argument to use in the debate. The scientist formulated a theory based on his research. This means the scientist created a theory based on the information he gathered during his research. The next word is giggle. Giggle means to laugh in a light, silly, or nervous way. She couldn't stop giggling during the movie. This means she kept laughing lightly because she thought the movie was funny. The children giggled when the clown made a funny face. This means the children laughed quietly because the clown's face made them laugh. He tried not to giggle during the serious meeting. This means he tried to avoid laughing in a silly way during the meeting. The next word is glare. Glare means to stare at someone or something with a fierce or angry expression. She glared at him when he interrupted her. This means she looked at him with anger or annoyance because he interrupted her. The teacher glared at the students who were talking during the lesson. This means the teacher looked at the students with a serious or angry expression because they were talking. He glared at the bright light outside the window. This means he looked at the light with discomfort or irritation because it was too bright. The next word is grin. Grin means to smile broadly, usually showing teeth. He grinned when he saw his surprise birthday party. This means he smiled widely because he was happy and surprised. She couldn't stop grinning after hearing the good news. This means she smiled a lot because she was very happy about the news. The child grinned when he received his gift. This means the child smiled broadly because he was pleased with the gift. The next word is haul. Haul means to carry or move something heavy or difficult to carry. They hauled the boxes up the stairs to the second floor. This means they carried the heavy boxes up to the second floor. The truck hauled the supplies to the construction site. This means the truck transported the materials to the building site. He hauled the bags from the car to the house. This means he carried the bags from the car to the house, likely because they were heavy. The next word is hinder. Hinder means to make it difficult for something to happen or progress. His injury hindered him from playing in the match. This means his injury made it difficult for him to participate in the match. The bad weather hindered their travel plans. This means the weather made it hard for them to carry out their travel plans. Her lack of experience hindered her promotion at work. This means her lack of experience made it harder for her to get promoted at work. The next word is hum. Hum means to make a low sound with your voice, often without words, or to produce a soft sound like this. She hummed a song while doing the dishes. This means she made a soft sound with her voice, singing a tune quietly while cleaning. The engine hummed as the car started. This means the car's engine made a continuous, low sound when it started. He hummed to himself as he worked on the project. This means he made a soft noise with his voice while working, likely out of habit or enjoyment. The next word is imply. Imply means to suggest something without saying it directly. His words implied that he didn't want to attend the meeting. This means his words suggested that he didn't want to go to the meeting, but he didn't say it directly. The advertisement implies that the product will make you happy. This means the advertisement suggests that using the product will bring happiness without saying it clearly. She didn't say it, but her actions implied she was upset. This means her actions suggested she was upset, even though she didn't say it. The next word is incorporate. Incorporate means to include or combine something as part of something larger. The recipe incorporates both chocolate and vanilla flavors. This means the recipe includes both chocolate and vanilla flavors as parts of the dish. The new policy incorporates feedback from employees. This means the new policy includes suggestions or opinions from employees. She incorporated more vegetables into her diet. This means she included more vegetables as part of her regular eating habits. The next word is incur. Incur means to bring something upon yourself, often something negative like a cost or a consequence. He incurred a fine for parking in a no parking zone. This means he received a fine because he parked in a place where parking was not allowed. The company incurred significant losses during the recession. This means the company suffered or experienced losses due to the economic downturn. She incurred medical expenses after her surgery. This means she had to pay for medical costs following her surgery. The next word is indulge. Indulge means to allow yourself or someone else to enjoy something, often something enjoyable or luxurious. She indulged in a chocolate cake after dinner. This means she allowed herself to enjoy eating a piece of chocolate cake after the meal. He likes to indulge in long weekends away from work. This means he enjoys taking extended breaks from work, even if it's just for relaxation. They indulge their children with new toys for the holidays. This means they allowed their children to enjoy receiving new toys as a treat. The next word is infer. Infer means to understand or conclude something based on available evidence or reasoning. From her silence, I inferred that she was upset. This means I understood she was upset because she didn't say anything. The detective inferred that the suspect was lying based on his nervous behavior. This means the detective concluded the suspect was not telling the truth from his actions. You can infer his feelings from the way he behaves around others. This means you can understand his feelings by observing how he acts with people. The next word is inhabit. Inhabit means to live or occupy a place or environment. Polar bears inhabit the Arctic region. This means polar bears live in or occupy the Arctic. Many species of birds inhabit this forest. This means a variety of bird species live in this forest. Humans have inhabited the Earth for thousands of years. This means humans have lived on Earth for a long period of time.